A lot of people think of Matthew Perry and they think Friends is going to be his legacy, but really he was someone who was guiding people.
First time since actor Matthew Perry's death on Saturday, we're hearing from his co-stars on Friends.
In that time, he earned 5 Emmy nominations for his talent, one of them for the show that changed his life.
Just the creative experience of being on Friends probably saved my life. I write in the book.
Healthy, communicative, able-bodied gentleman like this suddenly pass away in a hot tub.
It wasn't a daily struggle, but it was something he thought about daily, so it was very important to him, and I think that's why he was so key in helping others.
That group of people aren't my people. It's the people in the rehab that are my people.
Hollywood expose and mysterious book project. All right, folks, let's dive into the juicy gossip surrounding Matthew Perry's supposed Hollywood expose and his mysterious book project. So apparently, the word on the street is that our beloved Chandler Bing from Friends was cooking up a tell-all book that would spill all the beans about Tinseltown's best-kept secrets. First things first, there were rumors galore about this project. Some people in Hollywood whispered about it, while others outright shouted from the hilltops. Apparently, Matthew Perry had been quietly gathering information and anecdotes for years. It's like he was this silent detective digging deep into the hidden corners of the entertainment industry. And boy, did the rumor mill churn. Now, when it comes to his motivations, it's like a wild guessing game. Some say he's got some serious personal vendettas going on, thanks to decades of dealing with the cutthroat politics and alliances in Hollywood. Can you imagine? But here's another plot twist. There's talk that Perry might be trying to rebrand himself. He's been the king of comedy for so long as Chandler, maybe he wanted to switch it up and become an industry whistleblower. And hold on to your hats, there were stories of late-night secret meetings with other Hollywood bigwigs. It's like something out of a spy novel.
Continues to reverberate as the world waits for word on what led to the 54-year-old star's death.
Matthew Perry returned here to his $6 million mansion in Pacific Palisades. He asked his assistant to run some errands for him.
Healthy, communicative, able-bodied gentleman like this suddenly pass away in a hot tub.
Learning new details about what Matthew Perry was doing the day of his death. Perry's pickleball coach telling People magazine.
A lot of people think of Matthew Perry and they think Friends is going to be his legacy, but really he was someone who was guiding people.
Perry was allegedly collaborating with these insiders, gathering testimonies, and making sure his revelations were airtight. That's got a lot of people in Tinseltown sweating bullets because they're worried about potential fallout. Legal teams were apparently on standby, ready to spring into action. It's a real potboiler, this whole saga. Some in the entertainment biz are eagerly awaiting this supposed book, hoping it will bring some transparency and shake up the industry. Others, well, they see it as a dangerous move that could shatter the delicate web of relationships and trust that holds Hollywood together. The mere idea of such a book has already sent shockwaves through the industry, proving that even a rumor can set the whole town abuzz. So stay tuned, because it looks like there might be more to this story than meets the eye, and it's got Hollywood on edge. Shocking and untimely demise. Man, it hit us like a ton of bricks when we heard about Matthew Perry's sudden and untimely demise, 54 years old. It's like one moment he's here and the next he's gone. So what went down? Well, initial reports pointed towards accidental drowning as the cause. Can you believe it? It's just heartbreaking. The news spread like wildfire, and social media became the platform for an outpouring of grief and tributes. Fellow celebrities, his co-stars, and fans from all corners of the globe flooded the internet with their heartfelt condolences. You could see it in their words and posts. They were genuinely shaken by this loss. The likes of Tom Green and Mira Sorvino, among many others, took to their social media accounts to express their sorrow and pay tribute to this TV icon. It wasn't just the A-listers. Even actors like Rumor Willis, whose dad, Bruce Willis, starred alongside Perry on The Whole Nine Yards, shared their emotional messages, honoring the man. And it wasn't just celebrities. Fans and fellow actors in Hollywood, people who had grown up watching him on Friends or had the pleasure of working with him, were equally shocked and took to social media to remember and pay their respects.
First time since actor Matthew Perry's death on Saturday, we're hearing from his co-stars on Friends.
It wasn't a daily struggle, but it was something he thought about daily, so it was very important to him, and I think that's why he was so key.
Well, I was put on an ECMO machine. And an ECMO machine, when you talk to any doctor, is
final days.
Well, we do know that he was playing pickleball that morning, and
the news of Matthew Perry's tragic passing got covered by various media outlets. and everyone reflected on his illustrious career and the void he's left behind. You could tell that his impact was tremendous, not just in the world of entertainment, but in the hearts of those who knew and loved him. It's a tough pill to swallow, and his passing has left a big gap that won't be easy to fill. The whole episode just reminds us how fragile life can be, and how someone like Matthew Perry, with his talent and charm, can leave such a lasting impression on so many people. He was more than just Chandler Bing, he was a genuine icon.
In that hospital for 5 months and, escaped death.
Always wrapped you in his arms, was willing to help you no matter what you needed to do, and the outpouring of support.
That group of people aren't my people. It's the people in the rehab that are my people.
And I thought to myself, this must be the way that normal people feel all the time.
Like when we're at a party and we see one another, we're going to leave everybody else at the party and I'm going to spend my time.
Diverse career beyond Friends. Let's talk about Matthew Perry's career beyond Friends. Now, you and I both know he was Chandler Bing, the sarcastic, lovable guy from that iconic TV series. But he didn't stop there. Oh no, his career was more versatile than a chameleon at a rainbow convention. First up, you can't talk about Matthew Perry without mentioning Friends. That show was a sensation, and his portrayal of Chandler Bing was legendary. He made us laugh, he made us cry, and he made us believe in the power of friendship. The guy even earned a Screen Actors Guild Award for it. It was a pivotal role that cemented him as a household name. But Perry didn't rest on his Friends' laurels. Nope, he spread his wings and took on a variety of acting roles in films and various television shows. He wasn't just a funny guy, he had depth and range. Some of his notable films included Fools Rush In, Almost Heroes, The Whole Nine Yards, and 17 Again. The man was all over the place, proving that he could tackle different characters and genres. Now, here's the kicker. He didn't stop at acting. Perry ventured into voice acting, lending his voice to the character Benny in the video game Fallout New Vegas in 2010. Who knew Chandler could be so versatile, right? But that's not all. He also dipped his toes into behind-the-scenes work. He co-created, co-wrote, executive produced, and even starred in the ABC sitcom Mr. Sunshine in 2011. Talk about wearing many hats. And that's not the end of it. He made his directorial debut by directing an episode of the comedy drama Scrubs in its 4th season. That's right, he wasn't just in front of the camera, he was calling the shots behind it too. So when you think about Matthew Perry, don't just remember him as Chandler Bing. Remember him as a versatile actor, a voice in the gaming world, and a talent both in front of and behind the camera. His career was as diverse as it gets, and that's what makes him a true Hollywood legend. Substance use and advocacy. Alright, let's get real about something that was a significant part of Matthew Perry's life. His battle with substance use and his advocacy for a cause close to his heart. So picture this. Matthew Perry, the guy we all know and love as Chandler Bing, was dealing with a different kind of struggle behind the scenes during his Friends days. He had a tough battle with addiction. It's like a hidden storyline that none of us knew about when we were watching him on screen, making us laugh our hearts out. But that's the thing with addiction. It doesn't discriminate, and it can affect anyone. Perry was pretty upfront about his struggles, and that's something to be respected. He didn't try to hide it, he faced it head on. He went through multiple rounds of rehab, which is no walk in the park.
It's pretty interesting. Season 9 was the year that I was sober the whole way through.
Examiner's office has updated the autopsy report for Matthew Perry to deferred.
They're just moments that you just feel like you can't get any lower.
Home here for a drowning. As you can see live behind me here, police tape and officers are posted here on.
That's what makes your heart grow, and that's a wonderful thing. And
it's a tough journey, and it takes a lot of courage to confront your demons and seek help. But what's even more commendable is that he didn't just keep his battle to himself. Perry used his platform and his voice to raise awareness about addiction issues. He spoke openly about his personal struggles, and by doing so, he became an advocate for better drug rehabilitation programs. It's like he said, "I'm going through this, and I want to make sure others have a chance to recover too." That's some real-life hero stuff right there. In a world where there's often a stigma around addiction and seeking help, Matthew Perry's openness was a breath of fresh air. He contributed to a broader conversation about substance use and recovery, especially within the cutthroat entertainment industry. It's not easy to be candid about your flaws and struggles when you're in the public eye, but Perry did it with grace and strength. So, yeah, while we'll always remember him for the laughs and the smiles he brought us on screen, let's also remember him as someone who faced his demons, fought the good fight, and used his experience to make a difference. That's a legacy that deserves a standing ovation.
I don't want to have to fight this all the time, you know, but it gets easier.
In that time, he earned 5 Emmy nominations for his talent, one of them for the show that changed his life.
Just the creative experience of being on Friends probably saved my life. I write in the book.
Legacy of resilience. Matthew Perry's legacy goes beyond the characters he played. It's about his advocacy for addiction awareness and recovery. He openly shared his struggles with substance use, breaking the silence around addiction. By doing so, he contributed to a broader conversation about these critical issues, particularly within the high-pressure entertainment industry. Perry wasn't just an actor, he was an advocate who used his platform to make a difference. What's even more heartwarming is the support he received from his Friends castmates during his struggles. That camaraderie played a significant role in his battle against addiction. It shows the strength of those real-life friendships and reminds us that they were more than just a TV cast. They were a family. Matthew Perry's impact is like a ripple effect. He brought laughter into our lives on screen, but he also brought awareness and hope by being open about his personal challenges. His resilience in the face of addiction and his commitment to advocating for better rehabilitation programs is a testament to his character. So let's remember Matthew Perry not just for the laughs he gave us, but also for his strength, his advocacy, and the lasting impact he's had on and off the screen. It's a legacy worth celebrating, cherishing, and emulating. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.